everyone and welcome to Dream Home Season 7 powered by Johnson Tiles, co-presented by ACC Cements, Prayag, HPL Wires and Asset Homes. So first I would like to introduce and welcome our wonderful panel of judges, Ms. Sudha, and Mr. Jibu John. And today we have a very special home from Alleppey named Pearl Hill. So let's take a look.
What's up, family? My name is Danish Karthik and welcome to a brand new episode of Dream Home Season 7. We are at Pearl Hill House in the heart of Alappuzha. We're here in the sit-out area. We have red granite right below me, wooden doors, wooden windows with glass. Now let's check out the rest of the house. Now, welcome into the living area. As you can see, we have leather sofas, we have a false ceiling above me, we have vitrified tiles below me, lots of white. It's a very interesting ambiance. Let's check out the rest of the house. Now, to talk a little bit about the space of the house, we have 2 offices on this floor and 2 bedrooms, and upstairs we have another 2 bedrooms and a family living room. Adjacent to the dining area we have a curved, beautiful staircase that leads into the first floor, which has 2 bedrooms and a family living area. Now let's check out the rest of the house. Now we're here in the family sitting area. As you can see, we have a yellowish textured wall paint right behind me. We have vitrified tiles right below me. We have a comfy sofa. We have a false ceiling. Now we are in the dining area. As you can see, the colors are so beautiful. We have reds, yellows, and browns and whites. We have 2 large windows behind me allowing ample light into this space. As you can see, this is as well as a dining room and a TV viewing area. We have the washing area over here. To my left, we have a false ceiling above me and vitrified tiles below me. Let's check out the rest of the house. Welcome into the kitchen area. As you can see, we have wooden cabinets all around. They stretch pretty much the entire distance of the kitchen. We do have red granite over here and tile work below me. We have a work area behind me. Now let us check out the upstairs. Now this spiral staircase is a bit unique. It's a combination of granite tiles and a wooden spiral. Now as you can see above me, we do have this beautiful chandelier and a false ceiling. Let's check out the first floor. Welcome into the master bedroom. As you can see, it's so beautiful. The colors are very well coordinated. Now behind me is the bathroom, which does have a separate wet and dry area. To my right is a cupboard, and we also have a wardrobe area right in front of me to the right. Now we are in the young ladies room. As you can see, the color scheme matches throughout. We do have a pink textured wall paint which matches the ceiling lights, wardrobe to my right, and a bathroom as well.
നാലായിരം സ്ക്വയർ ഫീറ്റിലെ വീടാണ് ഡിസൈൻ ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഇതിൻ്റെ മാസ്റ്റർ ബെഡ്റൂം വളരെ വിശാലമായിട്ടാണ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഈ വീടിൻ്റെ ഏറ്റവും ഹൈലൈറ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഈ സ്റ്റെയർ കേസ് തന്നെയാണ്. ഇത് ആദ്യം നമ്മളൊരു സ്ട്രെയിറ്റ് ഡിസൈനാണ് വരച്ചെങ്കിലും ഡോക്ടറുടെ പ്രത്യേക താല്പര്യപ്രകാരം ഇത് നമ്മൾ റൗണ്ട് ഷേപ്പ് ആക്കുകയായിരുന്നു. അതേപോലെ തന്നെ നമ്മൾ വളരെ സമയമെടുത്താണത് ചെയ്യിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളത്. അത് വളരെ ഭംഗിയായിട്ട് വന്നിട്ടുമുണ്ട് ഈ വീട്ടിൽ.
Both of the judges would be having 100 marks each, wherein this 100 marks is again subdivided into 10 different aspects, which includes exteriors, interiors, decor and lighting, landscaping, kitchen, bathroom, flooring, wardrobe, painting and value for money.
So overall the house looks classy, elegant. I liked it very much, but that doesn't count. Let's see what the judges have to make comments about the house. Starting with exteriors, Mr. Chipu.
The exteriors of this house, it looks like they've tried to go for a semi-classical look or a Victorian look. They've tried to achieve that. There are plastering roofs all around the teak windows. Then actually you can see some plastering louvers on either side of it. There are a couple of sloping roofs which is trying to give a semi-Victorian styling to the house. But overall, with the red granite sit-outs and the paving, which is too predominant when you go in and see the frontage of the house, it has got what it has tried to achieve maybe halfway through. I will give it 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10 for the exteriors by Mr. Chipu.
Correctly pointed out that they've tried to do something out of it, to give it a styling, but somehow it hasn't come on, probably because of the flatness of the design, the plan as such. There are no forward coming or receding walls. It seems to be rather flat, and the sloping roof, the two-way pitched roof that they have tried out again doesn't really come into view. It only from a very far away, at least from the front entrance, it doesn't have too much of a view. You only see the triangular gable ends. So it doesn't really contribute to the wholeness of the, you see a lot of walls. So I'm going for a 5.5.
5.5 out of 10. Interiors.
Interiors, I think they've still tried to do the classical nature only. They've tried to use a lot of wood. They've tried to use a lot of false ceiling. They've tried to use a lot of lights. The only difference is I've seen some red color leather sofas which is not quite matching with the rest of the interiors, but otherwise they've gone for a truly classical style of interior with ivory, standard ivory flooring and a lot of wood in it. I would give it 6.2.
6.2 out of 10, Sudha.
Yes, the woodwork, if you see by itself, looks really stunning. I thought the staircase was an absolute stunner by itself. But somehow the rest of the ambience or the rest of the furniture that was used there doesn't add up to this beauty. I felt the red colored sofa was just bought in, and some of the wall textures used took away from the staircase. The pillar below the stair also was sort of overly done. So the veneer and the wood combination would have been classic had there been more of a balance between the wood and the lighter shades. I'm going for a 5.5.
5.5. Decor and lighting.
When you use a classical style with ivory and wood for the decor, like they've tried to use in this house, it matches most of the time and it is safer also. But the point is actually there are a lot of areas where they cannot match it with the, like a children's room. They've tried to go for a pink with the wood and the wooden table. It just doesn't gel with that. It has to go completely into a children's mode. So there are slight hiccups like that which happens when you try a classical style of interior detailing like this. As far as lighting is concerned, I think they've gone for a wide variety of lighting. There is a crystal chandelier, there is a red hanging light from the top, there are contemporary modern squarish lights in the bedroom. So there is a wide array which actually I think should be avoided when you try to do a classical style house. I would go for 5.5 out of 10.
5.5 out of 10. Siddha.
Yes, the ceilings that they've used they have tried to demarcate each area with the kind of ceiling and the cove lighting that it allows. But somehow each area, it looks to be too segmented, the false ceiling that is there on the roof. And also the elegance of the wood and the ivory doesn't come out so much because of the other things. Like for example, like he said, the modern kind of lamp light fittings or the sofas, the color of the sofas, those things tend to take away from the natural classiness of a wood and cream interiors. I'm going for a 5.5.
5.5 out of 10. Landscaping.
Landscaping, I have not seen any landscaping in this, just the paving tile, and that too quite drastic black and grey pattern. I will give 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10. Siddha.
Yes, it looks like the landscaping is not even going to come up because it's end to end paved, and the paving could have been kept a lot more subtle instead of such contrast between the two colors. It looks black and white, dark grey and white. So it's a 4 out of 10.
Again 4 out of 10. Kitchen.
Kitchen looks elegant with the off-white flooring and the wooden cabinets. I think it is comparatively done much better than a lot of other rooms in the house. I would give it 6.5 out of 10.
6.5 out of 10. Siddha.
Yeah, it's a standard linear kitchen, planned quite well, but it's a standard design for both the cabinets as well as the countertop. It's a 5.5.
5.5 out of 10. Bathroom.
Bathrooms, I feel actually they've gone for the standard colors, but there is a flowery pattern which tends to make it slightly heavy than that needs to be. It could have been much more lesser and clean looking bathrooms. I will give it 6.2.
6.2. Ms. Siddha.
Yes, actually by these tiles that come out from various companies actually give you a sort of timeline. I felt that if you saw a particular kind of tile and if you're used to seeing that tile in a particular age, then you know it's a 2014 house, 2015 house. So I'd prefer to use timeless tiles so that you don't really date it. So large tulips and big flowers that sort of make an impression in the mind tend to take away the timelessness of the home. So I'd rather go for a 5.5.
5.5 out of 10. What about the flooring?
Flooring, off-white flooring, which is commonly used for the classical style of interiors, is mostly used throughout the house, except for some areas like the kitchen. They've used wooden floor, which I've told as ivory earlier, but they've used wooden flooring. I don't understand the point of that because they've gone for wooden cabinets also. So the wooden flooring with the wooden cabinets doesn't look good. It actually should contrast. So that is one element of flooring which I thought was slightly off the mark. Still, I will give it 6.2.
6.2, Ms. Hida.
Flooring, I'm going for a 5.5. Basically, the ivory tile flooring is fine because it doesn't, like I said, doesn't take away, it doesn't give it, it just stays in the background. But in contrary to what you said, I felt that probably the wooden tiles were given for the grip in the bathroom. Those were wooden printed tiles in the kitchen. I felt it could probably give a grip and a slightly lighter shade to the teak wood or the wooden color that we saw on the cabinets. So I'll go for a 5.5.
5.5 out of 10. Wardrobe.
Wardrobe is good. Panel wardrobe, standard with what you expect for such an interiors. I'll give it 6.2.
6.2 out of 10, Ms. Hida.
I'll go for a 6. I like the teak wood blends very well. The shades of the windows next to it is also simple and light. It's a standard classic design, so it's a 6.
6 out of 10. Paintings.
Painting, again they've gone for the off-white, ivory and beige colors. There are some walls which are highlighted with strips, which gives it a, more of a classical appearance with the surrounding woodwork. Painting, I'll go for 6.
6 out of 10, Ms. Hida.
Yeah, the wallpaper, wooden panel, all adds up to the classical style. I'll also go for a 6.
6 out of 10 again. Value for money.
Value for money will be 6 again, because I feel a lot of things have been done in this house. They've tried to create a look and they've managed to come out with it also.
So it's a 6 out of 10 for value for money by Mr. Jibu. Ms. Hida.
Agree, 6 out.
Again, 6 out of 10. The total marks given by Ms. Hida is 55 and by Mr. Jibu is 58.8, which makes a total mark of 113.8. With this, we are winding up for today. We'll be back tomorrow with yet another beautiful home. Until the next time we meet, this is Archana Ravi and the entire team of Dream Home Season 7, powered by Johnson Tiles, co-presented by ACC Cements, Prayag, HPL Wires and Asset Home, signing off. Tata.